14-293, State versus Bobby Gilly. Possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver. Paraphernalia. Simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms and other charges. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing for an arraignment on several charges. How does he plead?
We plead not guilty, Your Honor. Bond's not an issue at this point in time. Would ask that he hopefully can be brought back next week for disposition.
And we'll send out a scheduling order, but your next appearance will be January 15th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. State versus Mitch Simpson. Possession with purpose to deliver methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, drugs and firearms, drug-related charges. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. We've entered a plea of not guilty in your case. Your next appearance will be before Judge Webb on January 22nd at 10 o'clock a.m. Anything further?
No, Judge.
14-287, State versus Cody Stratford. Forgery in the second degree, fraudulent use of a credit card, theft of property.
Correct. We waive reading of information if we are not guilty.
Looks like he's already sent out a scheduling order. Pre-trial motion hearing, if necessary, will be on March 5th. Anything further?
No, Judge.
Okay. State versus Gilbert Ballman. 14-263, battery in the second and resisting arrest. This also has 15-11, battery in the second, impairing the operations of a vital public facility. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, Ballman, and we've entered a plea of not guilty in your case. Your next appearance is on March 19th at 10 o'clock a.m. Okay.
Let me go by the dates, because I got that one first, and then this one while I was incarcerated.
Okay.
I'll explain it to him, Your Honor.
State versus Veronica Watts, 14-297. Possession of methamphetamine, paraphernalia, DWI, endangering the welfare of a minor.
We'd waive reading of the information if we are not guilty.
Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and he has on your behalf entered a plea of not guilty. And your next appearance will be on March 19th at 10 o'clock a.m. And we'll send out a scheduling order on other dates. Anything further, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. 14-165, State versus Brian Maxwell. Rape, 2 counts, sexual assault. This matter set for a motion to suppress a statement.
It is, Your Honor. The defense had previously filed a motion to suppress in this matter regarding the defendant's statement, his custodial statement to investigators. The thrust of the motion requires the court, I believe, to review the actual interview. It's the basis for the court's decision.
Okay.
And I think I've spoken with Mr. Chisholm that we'll stipulate to handing that DVD to the court to review and make a ruling just based on the DVD. Is that correct?
That's correct. Judge, the basis of that will be during the interview, there were statements made by the defendant. Would be what the defense would like to use as an unequivocal request for an attorney. And so the issue is not so much calling Officer Eddings and having him testify, but rather to actually look at the tape and to see, I guess, the interchange between the two to see if the statements that we did give were indeed voluntary.
I see. Since this is objective standard, I guess reviewing the tape, isn't it subjective?
It is, Your Honor, and it's, and I think the only way for the court to really know what happened that day, the best evidence is the videotape.
Is the state or possession of the videos?
Yes.
Okay, is it something I can play on the regular?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to get it and take it with me. So I guess that goes on the submission list.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. State versus Dennis Lawton.
Your Honor, I represent Mr. Lawton. He's coming in as present. May I approach the bench?
You may approach.
We have the paperwork completed, been reviewed this morning.
Okay.
This time, with the court's permission, we would withdraw our previously entered plea of not guilty and tender to the court a plea of guilty pursuant to a plea agreement with the state.
Mr. Lawton, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes.
Do you feel you understand the matters set out in the police statement?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of possible penalties if you're convicted? Are you pleading guilty to possession of a controlled substance with purpose to deliver methamphetamine?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of a controlled substance, ecstasy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia? I guess it's a different class of felony. Is that-
I think that's correct, Your
And
Honor.
also guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia, a misdemeanor. That's correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. By entering a plea to these charges, you're giving up your right to have a trial. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you plead guilty, you cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the recommendation in the police statement regarding your sentence, have you been promised anything other than that?
No.
You've been threatened or pressured in any way in order
No, Your
to
Honor.
change this plea? And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
I'm guilty.
Okay. And it looks like it disappeared on or about September 9th of last year here in Baxter County, and during a search of your home, they found methamphetamine and various items of paraphernalia, some excess.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can hardly say that.
It is hard.
This time, sir, I'll accept your plea. Judge you guilty. This time in possession with purpose to deliver methamphetamine. I'll sentence you to 3 years in the Arkansas Department of Correction. That'll be followed by a 2-year suspended imposition sentence. Is that what the agreement?
It is, Your
Okay.
Honor.
With possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 years in the Arkansas Department of Correction, followed by a 2-year suspended imposition sentence. For possession of ecstasy, you receive 3 years in the Department of Correction, possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 years in the Department of Corrections, and a misdemeanor, 1 year in the county jail. Would it be possible that he would get out of the Department of Corrections before the year?
It will be.
How about 6 months in the misdemeanor?
He'll serve 6 months, whatever it is.
We'll say six months on the misdemeanor then.
That'd be good. Thank you, Your Honor.
And this will run concurrent with each other in Lizard County. You receive jail credit time of 65 days,
Baxter?
wherever you serve, wherever
I
you're
got
entitled to.
200 days in Izzard County.
Okay. You get with Mr. Dellinger and they work that, probably on the Baxter County, I don't know.
He has credit in the Izzard County. It's reflected on that judgment, Your Honor, but I don't know how many days credit he has here.
Set with, I'm assuming this is from Baxter County, it says 65.
That sounds right, Judge.
If there's a problem, let me know.
There won't be. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're ordered to pay $20 in cost, you're fined $1,000, you pay a $20 booking fee, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $150. Did that used to be $125? Have they raised that?
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Didn't the drug crime assessment used to be $125? Have they raised that? Or I may be wrong. At any rate, pay the sum of the at the rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after release. Payments are made to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County for these matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
He had a request, and I don't know what the practice is here. I did talk with Dan Brown. He's the bondsman. He's not been out.
Oh, I get burned so much.
Okay.
I just about stopped it. I know what you're about to
That's,
say.
yeah, it was. He needed about 4 days to get stuff ready at his house to get it winterized and all. He's been in jail.
He probably does, and I'm not saying he'd do this, but a lot of people spend 4 days of partying, and I get paid on my face, you know?
Well, I can
So just
understand
about
that.
stop that.
All right, thank you, Judge. I wanted to ask for him. Thank you.
Nothing personal, it's just others made it difficult for him.
I do.